Welcome to the Highlights Show. I'm Darren Lutton. We're at a very soggy Carmichael Park where Wolves are chasing a little bit of history. 2 more wins for the perfect season. They're taking on a red-hot Lions. Let's get straight to the action. Calling the game is Rafe Griffin.
Thanks very much, Darren. And as you mentioned, Wolves a perfect 20 from 20. They obviously sit in first on the table against Lions in third. Gaffney with the corner in. Punched away there by Zabax. Falls once again for Gaffney. Takes a deflection for Reardon. Shoots just wide. Burnham. Aochi goes down and referee Gillette awards a free kick. Janowski over the free kick here for Wolves. Tries to put it around the wall. Parried away there by Zabax. And Tobin clears for a corner. Ishikawa for Lions now. Cut out there. Ishikawa wins the ball back. Kenyon from the edge of the box. Sends his shot just over the bar. Played forward. Carlos was the original target. And once again, Lions just unable to find their range. Aviles. Butler. Ball into the back post. Headed on by Brodie Kenyon. And Lions take a 1-0 lead. Let's take a look at that from the long angle. Played out for Andy Butler. Looks up. Spots who's in the box. And Brodie Kenyon able to get to the ball first. Makula with the header on. Played away there by Velazquez. Ishikawa. And in that challenge, Paul Makula has taken quite a heavy knock. I think there's some bleeding coming from his forehead. Aochi. Clulo. Puts the pass past Velazquez. Knowles goes down. Referee Jared Gillette awards the penalty. Let's take another look at that. Yeah, Knowles taken out. And it's Kato Aochi to step up and take the penalty. And he puts his side back on level terms within 5 minutes of the half-time break. Kenyon. Squares. Lopez. Lions player goes down. Let's take another look at that incident. Obviously, Jared Gillette didn't feel that there was enough contact there for a foul to be given. Now it's Ishikawa. Ishikawa continues on his run. Ishikawa takes a deflection. Zicker gets his hands on it. But in the end, Xavier Lopez able to put Lions ahead again. Now, was there an obstruction there from Canyon on the Wolves player? I think so. Now, let's take a look at the offside. Zicker can only parry straight into Lopez's path. And Lions 2-1 to the good. Reardon's fouled. Clash there between the two number 6s in Knowles and Kenyon. And then Kenyon pushes Reardon. Makula. His head strapped now. Clulo with the header on, and Zabax forced to tip it over his bar, and I think he's collided with the post there. Let's take another look at that. Clulo tries to drift his header in. Zabax, oh yeah, hits the post heavily with his back. He stayed down now, just getting to his feet is the Lions custodian, Phil Zabax. Gaffney. Puts his cross in. Clulo over his head. And Janowski couldn't take advantage. Zabax with the clearance down the field. Zicker comes. Loses control. Deemed to have been fouled in the process there by Lopez. Now Zicker comes for the ball. Referee Jared Gillette Obviously thought he was obstructed there by Lopez. Zika's remained down. And I think he's bleeding now from his face. Thomas with the free kick in. And falls wide. Now Zika getting strapped. It's the walking wounded out there for the Wolves at the moment. And Lions are going to break on the counter. Ishikawa. Cut out there by Clulo. Ball's played in, and Greg Thomas makes sure of it. And Wolves' winning run is going to end at 20. Greg Thomas finds the back of the net, and that takes his tally for the year to 12 goals. Goal kick played out. Referee Jared Gillette blows the full-time whistle, and Lions have inflicted Wolves' first defeat of the year. But that's not enough to stop them from collecting the Premier's titles for this year.
I played at Anfield in a cup final back home, so probably that, I would say. Probably Cristiano Ronaldo. I think he's moved ahead of Messi, you know, for most people, and he's got the looks, got the physique, he can play football. You know, he's pretty much living the dream. Decent cricketer when I was a kid, so I probably would have stuck at that. Bit of an all-rounder, quick bowler, number 3, number 4 batsman, so yeah, probably cricket. Lamb kebab, feta, olives, bit of lettuce, large.
And we go from one end of the Trophy Superstore Premier League table down to the other. It's a relegation battle between the Brisbane Force and Albany Creek from CJ Greenfield Reserve. And the Force won the reserves match prior to this game and picked up a valuable 9 points for their club championship quest. Free kick here to Albany Creek. Played in for Milne. Milne heads on, and with the assistance of the woodwork, Dylan Milne gives his side a 1-0 lead. Free kicks played in. Dylan Milne rises up. And it's 1-0 to Albany Creek. Ball won there by Peter for the Force. Now it's on for Adamson. Adamson looks up. Spots McCoy. McCoy tries to curl one in, but Christian Smith was awake to it. Let's take another look at that. Good effort there from Ethan McCoy. An equally good save from Christian Smith. Force looking for a free kick forthcoming. Cleared by Oriam. Only as far as Force, who win the ball back. Played on for McCoy. Oh, and McCoy and Krakalis getting a bit of a tangle there. Price. Johnston at the byline. Cuts it back. Oh, Albany Creek, poor clearance. Falls for McCoy. And he goes one better than his first effort. And puts his side back on level terms. Right on the 20-minute mark. Clearance for Albany Creek. Played into one of their fellow teammates. And Ethan McCoy levels it at 1-1. Jackson. Confronted there by Houston of the Force. Jackson continuing his run. Ball in for the back post. I think it came off the woodwork. Price. Plays it on for McCoy. And McCoy has the second goal for Brisbane Force within the first 60 seconds after the half-time break. Ball played through by James Price. Ethan McCoy, too quick for the Albany Creek defenders. Composes himself, and from just inside the box, able to find the back of the nets. Crikellis. Adamson gets the ball back again, does Adamson. Plays in McCoy. On a bit of a collision there between Christian Smith and Ethan McCoy there. Both players have remained down. McCoy getting back to his feet first. After a bit of attention, so too does Christian Smith. Oriam has the turn on the ball. Played through for the goal scorer, Milne. Challenge comes in from Houston. Milne able to evade it, but can only find the side netting. Oriam. Now it's Jackson. And Jackson skews his efforts. Oh, challenge in there from Buurman on Nick Horwath. And referee Beath dispatches the yellow card to the Albany Creek player in Rob Buurman. Horwath has stayed down after that challenge. Buurman, cross in. Williams plays it back for Horwath. Now on for Sullivan under pressure. Joseph was coming in there for Albany Creek. Corner played in. And I think Tom Sullivan's collided into the post in his effort to try and save the ball there. Let's take another look at that. Yeah, he gets his hand on it, and in the process takes quite a heavy knock onto the upright. He too getting back to his feet as well. A bit gingerly though. Another corner here to Albany Creek for the back post. Blocked there by Force. Free kick in from Joseph. Force clear. Sullivan. Smith. Way off his line. Comes in as an extra sweeper. Throw in from Joseph. Referee blows the full-time whistle, and the 3 points convert to 15 club championship points, helping Brisbane Force in their relegation battle. So round 21 results from the Trophy Superstore Premier League, where Logan 3 defeated UQFC 2, Wolves 1, Lions 3, Ipswich Knights 2, Peninsula Power 6, and as we've just seen, Brisbane Force 2 versus Albany Creek 1 and 2 postponed matches between Rochedale Rovers and East and North Star and Capalaba. Onto the table, and our semi-finals have been set up. Wolves will play Peninsula in the first week, both with a second chance, while Lions will meet East in the elimination final. Onto the championship table, and Force escaped the relegation zone after wins in their reserves and Premier League against Albany Creek. Ipswich Knights came up empty in their Premier League match, and catch-up reserves 18s and 16 matches could well decide the second side to go down. Onto the Capital Leagues, and in Capital 1, Taringa and Bayside still battling for a promotion spot, the 4th place spot being battled between Pine Rivers and Moggle. Anyone from 7th placed Mount Gravatt down, still a chance of being relegated. In Capital League 2, once again another tightly run race with anyone from 2nd Newmarket down to 7th Ipswich City. Still a chance to make the semis and still a chance to be promoted. We're still no clearer on who from Oxley, Kangaroo Point Rovers and Slacks Creek will be relegated. While in Capital 3, Centenary won the top of the table clash against Westside. A win against Virginia this weekend would see them claim the premiership. New Farm and Narangba still contesting for the last final spot. And in Capital League 4, we know who will contest the finals, but the second promotion spot is still up for grabs between Bethania and Tarragindi. Women's now, and in the South East Queensland Women's Premier League, the Gap have wrapped up the premiership in Division 1. Still a tight race to see who will join them in the finals, while in Division 2, Peninsula Power lead the way from Annerley. In the Brisbane Women's Premier League, once again, a tight race to decide who will play in post-season action. Next week, we intend to take a close look at the relegation battles in the Premier League. And in the lead up to next weekend, we'll decide on another match to complement our highlight show.